Nurses and Hypochondriacs is a storytelling show where nurses and hypochondriacs, also patients, come on stage and tell their personal stories from the heart.
And your host tonight will be Ursilia Pompilio. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Ursilia, and I am the creator, director, producer of Nurses and Hypochondriacs. The idea came to me, basically I started as a one-woman show, The Nurse and the Hypochondriacs, because I dated a lot of hypochondriacs. And what I found in the show after I did it was people coming up to me and telling me how much they learned. And thought there's other nurses out there, and I'm sure hypochondriacs as well, that have stories to tell.
So what do you do if you were not there? Where would you go?
I would go to hell probably.
So I decided to put other nurses and hypochondriacs together on stage and have them share their stories. We did a show at the North Hollywood Lit Fest this past October 2015, and the performers were absolutely amazing.
First time my father operated on me, I got a tonsillectomy, and I begged him to save my tonsils. I begged him. I had seen many tonsillectomies. I had been to the hospitals, and I'd seen him pull out packs, and I watched people writhe in pain, and I loved it. Like 5 years old, loved watching people. Like he'd say it's not going to hurt at all, and he'd pull out the pack, and they'd be like, and he'd pull out 6 feet of like a clown scarf, except it was bloody. So when he took out my tonsils, I begged him to save the tonsils. When I woke up, he did not save the tonsils, and I was very disappointed, but he had taken off a mole without asking me. I was in 2nd grade, he took off a mole, and I had a Band-Aid here.
I'm a nurse. A nurse is a male nurse, but I don't know. My sister, God bless my sister, she's really cute, and as a nurse, you inherit taking care of everybody. But anyway, one day, I was working night shift, I went to sleep, and my little dog woke me up, and she was in her room, and he kept, just like I have a little dachshund, and he just kept going to the room, barking. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go in there and see, if she's okay, I'll make her lunch. So I opened the door, and she's laying on the floor with her tongue going, I can't walk. And I thought, oh, Jesus, that she's having a stroke. Because I'm a nurse, I know what a stroke is. So I called 911. And they said, okay. I said, I think my sister's having a stroke. She was born with a myomeningeal seal. She had her surgery. Went through this whole medical history. The dispatcher says, is she drunk? And I'm like, you jerk. I'm a nurse with a master's degree. I know, as soon as I said that, I turned around and there was a half a bottle of Seagram 7 next to her. She had gotten bored.
Now this was not a good week for me. Not only was all of this happening, but I'd gone to the doctor early in the week and I'd gotten results back. And the results were I had chlamydia. Yeah, from a shit boyfriend. I had hypothyroidism, so I was going to have to start taking some kind of thyroid medication. And on top of all of that, I had the beginning of diabetes. And now my dad was coding. And somebody's trying to physically remove me off the bed. And so I yell at her. And a guy says, "Calm down, ma'am." And I say, "Don't call me ma'am." I hate that. Do you hate that? I hate the ma'am. I hate the ma'am. And the girl, the woman, the nurse, not the nurse, but the nurse, mutters under her breath, "Jesus Christ, it's just a dummy." Yes, I'm a standardized patient at the UCLA Medical Center, training new nurses in the hospital. This is a standardized patient scenario in which my father, played by another actor, dies over the course of 4 days. He has sepsis and a blood transfusion allergic reaction. He strokes, and then when they're coding, because they can't do this on a human, he's substituted with a mannequin. But all in the meantime, I'm complaining to the nurses, these new nurses who are being oriented into the hospital, so they can learn how to deal with difficult family members. It's really fun.
The nurses and other hypochondriacs who came to the show, they really connected with them and could relate to their stories. I really feel that nurses need to, and also hypochondriacs and patients need to tell their stories more so that the public understands what it is that we do. We're more than just the bad Pam nurse. We had a class that we had in my living room. There were 3 nurses present, an actor, comedian, actually 2 actor comedians, and also a hospital administrator. People will know if you're not telling a story that's true, that really happened to you, it kind of shows. It's a great way of connecting to each other, and I feel that nowadays we're so used to connecting with our phones and doing this, and we're not connecting this way to each other and one another.
Throughout my life, I've been called all these names and more. All because I have the lovely last name of Gherkin. A small, crunchy, and oftentimes sweet little pickle.
It was the one time in my life I ever cheated on someone, and she, with her roommate, and she found out, and of course dumped me, and then a few months later she won $49 million in the medal. So that's a big one that I just had to tell.
We did a show at the Colorado Wine Bar, which absolutely I think was one of our best shows. And 2 of the nurses who performed and told stories from working in a bone marrow transplant unit took the course and did amazingly well for their first time. I feel that you don't really understand who you're working with until you know their story.
Not to say that my obsession with cancer has completely gone away. Last week, I bought my own copy of 6 Months to Live. It had to be used off Amazon because they don't even make the version that I love anymore. But when it arrived at my house with lightning Amazon speed, it was exactly how I remembered it. It's got this flowy, beautiful script, a soft picture of Don Rochelle that fades into a soft stock photo of the countryside, which fades into another stock photo of orange butterflies. It looks like a romance novel. It's like this weird love letter to cancer. But this copy in particular also had a name written in bubbly middle school letters on the inside front cover and on the outside front cover. The name was Bethany Autry. And so I thought, this book was really well loved and the name was fairly unique. So of course I had to stalk this girl on Facebook. And then I had to send her a message because only one name came up on the search. And it turns out that Bethany Autry had read the book as well, and 6 Months to Live was the reason that she had become a nurse. It turns out that we're not alone, the cancer obsessed. We are many. And we've gone on to do amazing and surprisingly normal things.
Her sister, all of a sudden, is the iPhone DJ at Club BMT. She puts on a song. I really wish I could remember the song, but I can't. All I remember is it was twerkable. and Ashley starts teaching me lessons, but it's more like a drill sergeant. She's like, okay, now you gotta get down on your knees. No, get down on your knees, get lower, now stick your ass out. I finally just decided to do my own thing. And Ashley, she freaking takes off. It's like she's been possessed by the spirit of twerking. She is twerking all over this room. And her sister calls out, oh, wait, we need to get a video of this. Which is just what I need. A video of me and my scrub shaking my ass with that patient.
Of mine, we had a course, they were in the course, they gave me 2 drafts, and here they are with their story. I think they did a phenomenal job for their first time.
And yes, our stories are HIPAA sensitive.
People thinking they have stuff that they really don't have. I guess they have been working on Wikipedia, I don't know. So.
And I woke up like around 5 in the morning and like my heart was beating, and I was like breathing heavy, just like woke up as if I was being chased. And it was really weird, I didn't know what was going on, and as I'm trying to like orient myself, you know, absentmindedly sort of scratched myself down there, and I realized what the problem was. My left testicle had swollen to the size of like a small grapefruit.
My therapist, offhandedly, when we were talking about something else, said, well, you've never officially been diagnosed with OCD. And then continued to something else, and that was all I could think about.
There'll be some great stories. I thought especially Rose and Anna, who were first-time storytellers, did such a wonderful job.
It brought back some really good memories.
It was cool hearing like funny stories, especially from a nurse's perspective, because I'm a nurse as well, and so it was good laughs and also very entertaining.
It's the originality of it. Never been anything like this before.
So we'd like to bring Nurses and Hypochondriacs to your stage.
If you're a nurse, a hypochondriac, or both a nurse and a hypochondriac, or a patient, and you have a story that you want to tell, please contact us. We'd love to help you tell your story.